Hi guys, so don't even look at my hair. I don't know what's happened to it. It's having its own special hair day today, but I wanted to talk to you about the Calendar Girls musical. I reviewed it on my website, westendwoman.com, when the cast recording was released, and I just want to talk about it more because there's only so much you can write in a review, and I just love it. It's brilliant. So I'm just going to talk about that for a minute, if that's all right with you. Before I get started, if you don't subscribe to my channel already, please do click that red button below and you will be notified of all the latest theatre videos that I do. So if you like theatre, you really should be subscribing because there's a lot of great stuff on here, even if I do say so myself. So Gary Barlow from Take That and Tim Firth's musical The Girls played in London a couple of years ago. Was it last year? Yeah, last year or the year before. And played for about 6 months and then it closed. It's now going on a UK tour around the country and it's starting off in Leeds in a couple of months' time. The cast recording of the original London cast has been released and I can't stop listening to it. If you don't know the show, it's based on the Calendar Girls film, been turned into a musical, so it's now been renamed Calendar Girls the Musical, not The Girls as it was in London. It's a story of a group of women in Yorkshire who get together and do a nude calendar to raise money for the hospital where one of their husbands had leukemia. But the musical of Calendar Girls is so much more than just a story of a woman whose husband gets cancer and these women rally around to make a calendar to raise money. It's so much more about friendship and pulling together. And I think in one of the songs they talk about how even though they're getting older, only their last names have changed because they've grown up. They've grown up together. They've got married, but they feel exactly the same as they did 30 years ago. The only thing that's changed is that they've got married and their names have changed. There's a really lovely song sung by Michelle Dotrice called "What Age Expects." It's one of my favourites on the album, and it's saying, you know, we might be older, but don't give in to what society expects of you just because you're old. You know, fight to climb the stairs. Don't use the lift because it's there. Literally no other words. And my other favourite song on the album is Kilimanjaro, which is sung by Joanna Riding, who, after her husband has died, she's really going through that grieving process of how to carry on. How do you carry on living when someone that you've spent your life with is suddenly gone? And the song kind of says, you know, forget climbing Kilimanjaro, it's a struggle just to get up in the mornings or to get a cup out of the cupboard and realise that, you know, you're not getting their cupboard out as well, and struggling to find the strength every day just to keep eating, because what's the point of eating if you haven't got that person there? And it's so sad. It's such a tearjerker, but it's one of the best songs on the entire album. I really do love it. Claire Machin, who is now back in Titanic the Musical on tour, she's hilarious in everything she does. I love her. She's a brilliant actress, and she has a great song called A Silent Night, where in the show she gets up and she's on top of cars and she's basically saying we're never going to raise any money just by rattling tins around, so let's go out and make it a bit more saucy and fun. And it's a hilarious song. Debbie Chazen has a song called My Russian Friend and I. Basically, she's getting shit-faced drunk on vodka, her Russian friend, and trying to talk herself into going along and supporting her friends by doing the calendar. Brilliant song. They're all brilliant. Yorkshire, the opening number, is the perfect musical theatre song. It introduces the characters, it builds, it has a massive climax. It's, you know, Gary Barlow might be known for being in a pop band and a songwriter of pop songs, but he really knows how to write a musical. There is no, I don't think you can learn how to write a perfect musical. You just have it in your blood, or you don't have it in your blood, or do you have it in your bones? I think you have it in your bones. And Gary Barlow is incredible at, well, the music he's written for the girls is incredible. Sophie Louise Dan sings a great song called So I've Had a Little Work Done, which is about, you know, as women get older, their bodies change, and, you know, so what if she's had some plastic surgery, or she's had a couple of things lifted here and there? You know, women should speak out about these things. It shouldn't be a taboo that people do have work done. It's a really fun song, talking about all of that. There's so many different topics covered throughout the musical. You know, whether it's about growing old gracefully, not giving in to what age expects, or to what people expect, you know, when they start to talk like there's two of you there. I'm literally quoting lines from the musical here. This is quite embarrassing. The Calendar Girls musical is so empowering, so joyous, so well written. It's literally a ray of sunshine. That sounds really stupid. I love it so much. I saw the show in London, I think 3 times. But since the cast recording has come out, I've loved it more and more and more. And I can't wait for the tour. I'm definitely gonna come back from Paris to go and see it somewhere. It's opening in a few months' time. I'll put a link below to the website for no other reason than I want you to go and watch it as well if you're in the UK. And definitely download the album, buy the album. Oh, you can buy it like this one here. It probably would have helped if I'd have remembered that I had this before I started filming this video, because it probably would have helped me remember a lot of the names. Also on the CD there are 3 bonus tracks of 3 of the songs sung by Gary Barlow. So if you're a fan of his, you can not only hear his brilliant musical, but you can also hear his take on some of the songs. Leave me a comment below to let me know what you think of the Calendar Girls musical. Did you see it in the West End? Have you got your tickets to see it on the UK tour? And more importantly, have you got the cast recording? And what is your favourite song? I love it. Get your copy now. Thanks very much. Like, subscribe, comment, do all of those things, and I will speak to you soon.